إذا قيل لكم تفسحوا في المجالس فافسحوا يفسح الله لكم وإذا قيل انشزوا فانشزوا يرفع الله الذين آمنوا منكم والذين أوتوا العلم درجات والله بما تعملون خبير. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا ناجيتم الرسول فقدموا بين يدي نجواكم صدقة ذلك خير لكم وأطهر فإن لم تجدوا فإن الله غفور رحيم. صدق الله العظيم. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
To all distinguished guests and audiences, let's open our agenda by reciting Al-Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The next event is the National Anthem Indonesia Raya, followed by Hymn of Pondokku. To all audiences, please kindly to stand. To all audiences, may take the seat. All respected audiences, our next agenda is welcoming speech that will be delivered by Rector of University of Darussalam Gontor, Professor Dr. K.H. Hamid Fahmi Zarkashi, M.A. ED MPhil. Please welcome him to the stage with warm applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respectable Professor Dr. Suhaimi Muhammad Sharif, respectable brother Erwindo Kolopaking from Central Bank of Indonesia, Rio Hasananda, manager of National Bank of East Java, all my sisters from international Islamic universities, and also all participants from Ponorogo, from other university, all my students. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alladhi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh, amma ba'du. In this very short occasion, I would like to express my warm welcome to our guests from Malaysia, especially very far away, 3-4 hours, and also from Surabaya you need 3 another hours. But when you come here, you are most welcome. Yeah. We used to have guests from many places, and we are ready to receive the guests anytime. We don't have office hour here, so you come at 1 o'clock, midnight, no problem. Yeah, you are most welcome. And our staff is also ready to receive you in the hotel or even in the airport. This is the value that we have in our university and our pondok in Gontor. Today we have International Conference on Islamic Human Resource Development. I want to tell my student, the title of the conference is really the very identity of our university and our pondok. Because in the title you read here, challenge in Waqf Bashari and human resource development in global perspective. I hope you know what is Waqf Bashari, because this is our tradition. In our pondok, the founders is endowed themselves and their wealth and their time and their knowledge and their physical capacity for the sake of Allah to develop the best Islamic education as we can. This is very important. I want you, for all the students, understand this. Why I hope you understand? Because we live in this value, but we don't, and we never have something written. We have this tradition. Sincerity is everywhere. Even all the students who are performing this agenda are not paid. They are not paid. Even in the student in the hotel, they are not paid. Students in the canteen and everywhere are not paid. This is the value. And this value is the beginning of Waqf Bashari. It starts from khidmah. When you used to be doing the khidmah, service orientation in the society or everywhere, even in the company, service orientation is very important, because this is showing your loyalty to the company or the institution. So we train the student to be sincere in everything. Al-ikhlasu ruhul amal is our tradition. The highest value of your work for the sake of Allah Rizal is al-ikhlas. You can do everything, but you have to also having the ikhlas spiritual capacity. So the tagline of this university is the fountain of wisdom, and ikhlas is one of that wisdom. Service orientation and one of that wisdom. Doing hospitality to the guests is one kind of service, and this is the fountain of wisdom. This is our tradition, and you cannot avoid from that because you are already in our system of life. So I said that you have to understand very well, because this is there is nothing written in our university, because this is tradition. How can we write our sincerity? Can you write keikhlasan, for example, in long explanation? Keikhlasan is not something to be taught in the classes of your department. Keikhlasan should be done in real life. This is the value. So I think this seminar is very important. You know, our guests came from Malaysia, is very curious to know what is Waqf Bashari. That's right, Prof? Yeah. They're coming here to know what is the Waqf Bashari. This is very funny if you don't understand also. This is very good point of interest in our universities. We also develop here. Our brother Rahmat has recently completed his PhD on Islamic human resource development, a grounded research in University of Darussalam Gontor. And now we develop this theory. Hopefully, the term Waqf Bashari, which is belong to our tradition here, become the concept that acceptable in everywhere. Actually, in Turkey, there have been the same value. They call it insani waqf. Insani waqf is a Turkish language. I mean, the waqf from the human self. And I hope you understand this. And of course, me, myself, and other lecturers coming here, they come here and teach you and doing many things in this university, because they don't. They want to seek the ridha of Allah, and they don't seek something material. This is what we call it Waqf Bashari. So anybody who came here to university, the first purpose is to share the knowledge for the sake of Allah and ibadah. This is what we call Waqf Bashari. Not necessarily that Waqf Bashari is unpaid. This is not necessarily that. But the goal of your life is to seek the ridha of Allah by doing the thing without thinking the salary. In Surah Yasin, it is frequently we recite, ittabi'u man la yasalukum ajron wa hum muhtadun. Follow who are not hoping the payment, but they will be given guidance by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is my short speech for all you in this precious seminar, and there will be another cluster of discussion. We also have a forum group discussion tomorrow perhaps, and I hope you can get something new in this academic upheaval and academic exercise. Thank you very much again for all guests from Malaysia and also the student from Unmu, where is it? From Muhammadiyah University Ponorogo. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Much appreciated to Professor Dr. K.H. Hamid Fahmi Zarakashi, MA.Ed. MPhil, for the remarks that have been delivered. Excellency audiences, we are going to the next agenda, keynote speech that will be delivered by Advisor of Bank Indonesia, Representative Office of East Java Province, Mr. Erwindo Kolopaking. Please welcome him to the stage with warm applause.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Professor Dr. Kiai Haji Hamid Hami Harzarkasi, MED Phil, distinguished speaker, Professor Dr. Suhaimi Muhammad Sarif, Professor Dr. Raditya Sukmana SAMA, Dr. Eko Nur Cahyo MA, respected committee members, lecturer, and student participating in this international seminar. First, let us extend our praise and gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Almighty God. Only by His blessing and permission can we all congregate here to participate in the International Conference on Islamic Human Resource Management. Prayers and peace be upon our Prophet Muhammad SAW, and may we all receive his intercession on the Day of Judgment. Distinguished guest conference participants, Islamic economics has become part of the global economy. The enormous potential of the halal economy worldwide evidence this. Various non-Muslim countries are also participating in the development of Islamic economics and finance, including Brazil, which aspires to become the world's largest producer of halal poultry, Australia, which hopes to become the largest producer of halal meat, Japan, which has started to make the halal industry as a key contributor to its economy. Therefore, as one of the countries with the largest Muslim population, the global situation and potential are driving the halal economy to become a new stream in Indonesia's economy. A rise in the general public literacy regarding Islamic finance and economics is necessary to facilitate the growth of these fields in Indonesia, because many individual and Islamic financial institution clients remains in the logical market category. A perception linking Islamic banking and economics to traditional behavior persists. As a result, concern over the adherence of practices to fiqh and the disparity in its service quality between Islamic and conventional finance are common. In line with this, based on data from Bank Indonesia, the index value of the understanding level of Islamic economics in 2023 was 28.01%, still relatively low compared to Indonesia's great potential as one of the largest Muslim population country. Increasing Islamic economic literacy in Indonesia still needs to be strengthened, especially regarding halal product guarantees, Islamic economic, and halal lifestyle. Bank Indonesia's policy on the development of Islamic economics and finance is carried out to make Indonesia the epicenter of Islamic economics and finance, supported by strengthening three main strategic pillars: strengthening the halal product ecosystem, strengthening Islamic finance, strengthening literacy, inclusion, and halal lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, participants blessed by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Related to the conference topic that is going to be discussed, strategic and integrated solutions are needed to address the disconnection between education and industry needs, which, in our view, some critical points that can be initial steps in solving these issues. Regarding curriculum development, we must update and align educational curricula with industry needs. The curriculum should focus on Islamic financial principles and practical skills relevant to current market conditions. Education should cover both fundamental theories and practical knowledge that graduates can immediately apply when they enter the workforce. Industry collaboration, stronger partnership between educational institutions and Islamic financial institutions are essential to ensure graduates are industry ready. Through internship program, industry visits, and research collaborations, students can gain valuable practical experience. This collaboration can also help educational institutions continuously update their curricula to remain relevant to industry development. Focus on fiqh muamalah. Research in Islamic commercial jurisprudence or fiqh muamalah is crucial for developing innovative financial products that comply with Sharia. By gaining a deeper understanding of fiqh muamalah, we can create financial solutions that adhere to Sharia principles and compete in the global market. This research can also significantly contribute to addressing various contemporary issues in the Islamic finance industry faces. Global relevance. Indonesia's problem in developing human resources in the Islamic financial sector are also experienced by many other countries. We can learn from the best practices in the other countries and share our experience and knowledge to strengthen the Islamic financial industry worldwide. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Developing quality human resources is crucial for the growth and sustainability of the Islamic economy and financial industry. This conference allows us to exchange ideas, share experience, and find innovative solutions to our challenge. The insight gained here are crucial, not only for Indonesia, but globally. Let us commit together to continuously improve the quality of our human resources for a better future. That is all I have to convey. I hope this conference runs smoothly and provide excellent benefit to all of us. Thank you for your attention and participation. Wallahul muwafiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The respected audiences, the next agenda is handover merchandise from University of Darussalam Gontor to Bank Indonesia that will be given by Rector of University of Darussalam Gontor. Ladies and gentlemen, our next agenda is photo session. To all audiences, please kindly to stand. All audiences may take the seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving to the next agenda, prayers that will be led by Dr. Mukti Afif. Please kindly to take the floor.
Al-Fatihah. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya kana Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa sallim radhiyallahu ta'ala an kulli sahabati Rasulillah ajma'in walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamdan yuafi na'muka fi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalalika wajhikal karim wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana wa dhunuba walidina wa dhunuba asatidatina wa dhunuba jami'il muslimina wal muslimat wa dhunuba talamidina wa dhunuba jami'il muslimina wal muslimat al ahya min wal amwat innaka samin qaribun mujibud da'wat wa qadil hajat. Allahumma afriq alaina sabra wa thabbit aqdamana wansurna 'alal qaumil kafirin. Allahumma arinal haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arinal batila batila warzuqna tinabah. Allahumma innaka afuwun karim tuhibbul afwa wa'fu anna wa tub 'alaina innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Allahumma rfa' darajatana bi hidayatik warfa' darajatana bi ulumi dinik. Allahumma innaka sami'ud du'a wa mujibud da'wa taqabbal minna du'ana وتقبل منا صلاتنا وصيامنا وقيامنا وسجودنا وتخشعنا وتلاوتنا طول حياتنا ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
The next agenda is the International Seminar on Islamic Human Resources Management 2024, Innovation and Challenges in Waqf Bashari and Islamic Human Resources Management, Global Perspectives, which will be guided by our moderator, namely Dr. Adib Susilo, MSE. Please welcome him to the stage with warm applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina may yahdihillahu fala mudhillalah wa may yudlilhu fala hadiyalah. It's great honor to me and a privilege to as you as moderator in this international conference on human resource management. And our theme is Innovations and Challenges in Waqf Bashari and Islamic Human Resource Management in Global Perspective. Here I would like to invite to you all our distinguished speaker regarding these two themes because Waqf Bashari is something special and valuable in this, especially in this university and this pondok. And also in human resource management, especially in Islamic resource management, we have one things that we need to achieve. In Islamic economic, what we have need to achieve is the falah or the achievement of here and hereafter. And that achievement is need by Tawhidic paradigm. And I would like to invite our speakers, distinguished speakers, Prof. Suhaimi and Dr. Eko Nur Cahyo to welcome to the stage, please. Welcome them with warm applause. Right. Before that, I would like to introduce you our speakers. Prof. Suhaimi is a professor in Islamic University Malaysia. International Islamic University Malaysia. He is expertise in Tawhidic paradigm, while Dr. Eko is graduated from Coventry University, his PhD. He is also a member of Peace Trust and what else, Ustaz Eko? Peace Global member in UK. And before we start, I would like to tell to the distinguished speakers that every speaker will be deliver his presentations about 15 to 20 minutes from each, and we will go to continue to Q&A sessions. And before that, I would like to give some information as well. We have this conference in hybrid mode. We have in this building, also in online platform. Maybe Q&A session will be held on online platform as well. And we have guests here from several universities in Ponorogo, also attended by Gen-B, or Generasi Baru Indonesia from Universitas Gontor, IAIN Ponorogo, as well as Universitas Muhammadiyah Ponorogo. Also distinguished guests from University Muhammadiyah Ponorogo and IAIN Ponorogo from lecturers. And without further ado, we would like to hear a presentation from Prof. Suhaimi. Is the slide ready? Operator, please. Meanwhile waiting, I will give time to Prof. Suhaimi to deliver his speech. Can I use that? Okay. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Adib, the moderator, Rector, Professor Dr. K.H. Hamid Fahmi Zakashi, Rector of Universitas Darussalam, and representative from Bank Indonesia, fellow colleagues from International Islamic University Malaysia, lecturers, staff, students, participants. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much for attending this conference. And Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First and foremost, we would like to thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for giving us this opportunity to be with all of you to share our perspective on the Islamic human resource management. My topic, basically I would like to share human resource management under the influence of Tawhidic paradigm, like moderator mentioned just now. And I also would like to add the ICIHRM, which is the ICIHRM values, because Gontor, you have your the 5 spirits and also the motto. We have our ICIHRM academic framework module developed during our former rector, Professor Zulkifli Abdul Razak, and the current concept of country of Malaysia under the Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, the Madani Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, these particular concepts are actually the concept that drive human resources management in Malaysia, university, public sector, private sector, civic organization, and all. Okay, I think the slide is not moving. Okay, next the slide is on the Tawhidic paradigm framework. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, the Tawhidic paradigm, please. Okay, the Tawhidic paradigm you see here, Tawhidic paradigm is about Allah, okay, oneness of Allah. We refer to Allah, and we have the 3 foundation: Hablum min Allah, Hablum minan nas, and Hablum minal alam. Okay, the first thing about Hablum min Allah is our creation. Our duty is to worship Allah, and we have 2 roles. Number 1, as servant, Ibadur Rahman. Number 2, Viceroy, Khalifatullah fil ard. With this, we have the taklif, responsibility, and mas'uliyah. I think our Gontor students, Unida Gontor, are very familiar because Rector already mentioned that this is your value. You live with this value of Hablum min Allah. And then the world, as Viceroy and also servant of Allah, we have Hablum minan nas. So we have to manage the world with the Hablum minan nas and together with other creatures. So in Islam, we have the 3 components. First, the aqidah. Number 2, the ibadah. And number 3, the akhlaq. These 3 components in management we call as purpose. Number 2, the Sharia or Ibadah as the process. And number 3, the people as the akhlaq. These 3 components will be translated into the human activities. So we have the institution of iqtisadi, economics, the institution of ijtima'i, the social, and we have the institution of siyasi. So our Bank Indonesia representative is represent as regulator, the siyasi, and the entrepreneurs as the iqtisadi. At the same time, Bank Negara also oversees, Bank Indonesia, oversees the iqtisadi, because just now he mentioned about the global economy and so forth. Iqtisadi, but the engine to all this is the ijtima'i, the social. So social is the foundation. If without people, country is nowhere. No people, no country. No student, no university. So that is as simple as that. So at the same time, now we have, if you look at my ICIHRM framework here, we combine our vision and mission. Our mission and mission is Tawhidic because we have Allah as our foundation, Tawhidic paradigm, and guided by the maqasid al-Sharia, the 5 existence of humans. Number 1, I think you familiar. Number 1 is ad-din. Number 2, an-nafs, life. Number 3, intellect, akal. Number 4, the lineage. Okay, and then number 5, the wealth. This we call the maqasid al-Sharia. And our mission of IUM has 7 missions. Okay, mission on integration of knowledge, sustainable development, Islamization, Islamic moral spiritual, international community, intercultural dialogue, and deep social responsibility. Or sometimes we call, for those alumni, we call this as triple ICE. Islamization, integration, internalization, and comprehensive excellence. Just refresh to the alumni of IUM. This guided us into our curriculum. Our curriculum, we have academic, we have non-academic, non-formal, and we are following also the humanistic approach of education. So we have learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, learning to be, learning to become. This learning principle actually the United Nations under the UNESCO that we subscribe into our education. And finally, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, the final thing, the final product, alumni here, we call the balanced graduate, what we call the Insan Sejahtera. So this Insan Sejahtera will be the human resources for all the iktisadi, siasi, ijtimai. We have our graduates in siasi. We have our grade in siasi, we have the Minister of Higher Education, Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir. We have the Minister of Education, Farina Siddiq, from our graduates. We have the Minister, the Chinese, Deputy Minister of Education, Chinese but study in our UM, Mr. Wong. And then we have also in our Iktisadi, Central Bank, Dato' Abdul Rashid, the Governor of Bank Negara, also our Insan Sejahtera. And we have a lot of people in the Ijtimai, the NGOs. Me too, graduate of IIUM, come here in the sector of Ijtimai and education. So that is the model, that living model, that operation, not just theory. Like Gontor, Rector mentioned, you live with this. You live with this. You can only show, but you don't have the document. But we have our framework that to show the entire ecosystem of human resource development. Okay, then can you go to Malaysia Madani? All right, this is the Malaysia Madani framework founded by our Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. So Madani actually came from the MADANI. M stand for sustainability or kemampanan. A, kesejahteraan or prosperity. D, daya cipta, innovation. You have innovation in your team. A, hormat or respect. And keyakinan, trust. I, ihsan, madani. So we have to operationalize this. The first step we operationalize into iktisadi and siasi with the Islamic values in the economic system. And you know that we have Islamic banks at 1983, Sharia banks, Sharia finance, takaful, sukuk, etc. came from our school to provide this framework at the first place. Now we have to move on. Not yet happened. Not yet we call operation fully because our university only 41 years and we are still have to continue to develop. Okay, next, HRM. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at these are the areas of typical conventional HRM, we're talking about people in terms of the selection, in terms of the personnel administration, training, performance, talent, succession, labor, and planning. So humans need to be planned because you need to sustain. Alhamdulillah, you need already 100 years. Congratulations. 100 years you sustain the human. It is a journey. 1 century journey. Allahu Akbar. And then I can listen. You mentioned Allahu Akbar. Mean to say all this happened because of redha Allah, right? Without the redha of Allah, you cannot sustain. So in order to redha Allah, you have all your values that sustain the people. You have the way to make sure the people are selected based on this value. You have the training, you have the planning, and also the relation. Okay, next slide. Now, this when come to a researcher and professor, we cannot go away from ontology, epistemology, and methodology. When you talk about research, brothers and sisters, you must have this ontology, epistemology, and methodology. So, our ontologies now, I mentioned, we need to sustain our humans, right? The epistemology, those are the frameworks. Now, the methodology, how to ground the human resource management, we introduce you the grounded theory approach, in where the methodology is based on the humans, verbatim, human interaction, interviews, focus group discussion, and also observation. We collect this data and we process. I think our alumni, my former student, my former PhD student, Dr. Yayan, Dr. Wifa, gone through this process. You process this and you come up with the knowledge. This one requires 1 semester to teach. Of Dr. Yan for 3 years to go through. So, but just a snapshot and overview to all of you. Okay. My paper I use focus group discussion to get all this information. And then next, the process from the interview that we collected, we process into the thematic data analysis. Okay, can you show all the processes? Okay, and then the wording, the keywording, the theming, the coding, and then all the processes. This where my student attended in quality, right, Dr. Adib? Quality research class, Dr. Yan, right? My class. And then, can you show? And then we have all the teams, okay, until we have recommendation. And then finally, the conclusion of the knowledge that I mentioned, my knowledge that I'm sharing with you, human resource management under the influence of Tawhidic paradigm, Sejahtera, and Madani Malaysia. With that, thank you very much. May Allah bless all of you, becoming knowledgeable, beneficial with this short introduction. And I welcome all of you to collaborate with us, either to study, to do research, or to be our student, or becoming co-researcher in order to deal everything that I mentioned here with our process and also with your process, because learning never just on us. It's from Allah to Allah, and our motto in ICIHRM, Rahmatan lil Alamin. With that, wabillahi taufiq hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Prof. Suhaimi. We can conclude that there are 3 concepts of human resource in Malaysia that maybe we can develop in several countries, in Muslim countries. There is Tawhidic paradigm, Sejahtera module from IUM, and also Madani. Before we continue to second speaker, I would like to invite Prof. Fahmi Zarakasi, because there is something will be given from IUM to Prof. Hamid. We would like to invite you to the stage because there will be gift from, yes? Okay. Thank you. Please. There is a gift from IUM to Rector. Thank you, Rector, and distinguished speaker, Prof. Suhaimi. And we would like to continue to our second speaker, Dr. Eko Nur Cahyo, that will be delivered about human Waqf in enhancing Waqf, human development Waqf in enhancing Waqf institutions for educations. Dr. Eko, are you ready? Okay. Okay. All right. Please give warm applause to Dr. Eko. Time is yours, Dr. Eko.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Yes, you please. Okay. First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Rector of University of Darussalam Gontor, Professor Dr. K.H. Ahmed Fahmi Zarkashi, for his guidance, supervision, and all of the time provided for us, and also distinguished guests, Professor Dr. Suhaimi, and all distinguished guests from International Islamic University. This is your second home, so ahlan wa sahlan. The first home in Malaysia, and the second home here in Gontor. Anytime, 24 hours, inshallah, we will be pleased to welcome you. Anytime, what time you will be here, bila-bila masa katanya. Please, that we are really such as the twin brothers, yeah, inshallah. And all of distinguished guests, all of students, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, today we are really in the exciting time to be with you all in this international conference on the Islamic human resources management. And to be honest, that through this program, inshallah, we could take the advantage and also broaden our knowledge in the term of developing Islamic economic, developing human knowledge, as well as all of the sciences that we want to achieve, inshallah. So, thank you very much, Dr. Adib, for the time provided for me. So today I would like to, I will be operated by myself by using, please, my pointer, okay? I will be using today the concept of human capital development instead of rather than Islamic human resources management as a case study of Darussalam Gontor, inshallah. And what I would like to talk today about what is human capital development and integrated socio-economic development for human capital development, as well as Waqf, and how is the contribution, the role of Waqf in order to support, to strengthen the human capital development, and case study of Waqf management of Darussalam Gontor in terms of human capital development, as we are now discussing about human Waqf or Waqf Basari. So we got the new term, the concept of insan Waqf. Well, so in the term of human capital development, actually this is the kind of training, educations, motivation, how to enhance the capability of the next generations that we are preparing in order to be leaders next times, the successor of institution, as well as how to be the well-qualified of the leaders, not only in the term of their knowledge, but also in their mentality, their ethic, and also their spiritual. So, the person who are sitting in front of me, are you ready to be excellent human Waqf, inshallah? Are you ready? Inshallah. After this, you know what is human Waqf. Yeah. So, yeah. Basically, human capital development is the kind of training came of the workshop or training of to prepare well qualified the next leader, the next successor, the next motivator, or the next manager in any kind of organization, institutions, on the government or non-government institution. So, what is the concept of human capital development? Human capital development related to developing, related to the physical and psychological developments, intellectual developments, financial development, as well as spiritual awareness developments. The integrations of this human capital model, that the four aspects are related together in order to support or to create the future leader to be more qualified in the term, not only in their body, but also in their intellectual, in their physical, psychological, and in their financial development, and also the more important in their spiritual awareness and spiritual consciousness. Well, this is the relation of aspect with the human capital developments. And now, I would like to let you know a little bit about Waqf. As you know, that Waqf as donations that could be used in the term of its usufruct or its benefit to support human capital developments. And what is the contributions of Waqf could be used for developing physical developments, intellectual, financial development, and also spiritual developments. And this is the example of human capital or physical developments that related to Waqf. Before this one, okay. How Waqf was used for developing the physical of the generations, many examples that related to history that Waqf donate to the health, hygiene, soap kitchen, Also, Waqf locate to great mosques and so far. This is the kind of example Waqf used for supporting or for developing the physical of the Muslim in the times. And also, Waqf used for medical care in the term of maintaining or preserving their health, the community health, the human health. Yeah, for example, that Waqf used for establishing the center of the health in Pakistan, and also in the term of using Waqf, for example, in Darussalam Gontor, use some of the revenues, the benefit from Waqf to establish the Islamic hospital here, and and all of the management operations are taken from the Waqf. And this is the kind of how to preserve, how to develop the human Waqf, the human capital in the term of psychological aspect. So the example, this is the medical care. The next one, human capital, intellectual development. So many, It is a myriad or many example that Waqf use in order to develop the intellectual of the people of or the community or the humans. For example, this is for educations, for research center. The fundings that various kind of Waqf used for education, research, healthcare, public utilities. This is to many examples, such as why the Al-Azhar University now still sustain until now one of the script of its sustainability due to the support of Waqf. So this is kind of example that Waqf very useful to enhance into the intellectual educations of the people or of the community, as well as the financial developments. I will not talk more about this one. I will go directly how the case study in Darussalam Gontor about Waqf Bashar. Yeah. Well, Darussalam Gontor is one of the Islamic institutions that was established in 1926 and has been endowed to the Ummah in 1958. That now all of the asset, all of the property owned by Darussalam Gontor given in order to support the Islamic educations, Islamic intellectual program. But in the term of Gontor, the meaning of Waqf is not only the tangible or intangible asset, but all of the system, all of the values, all of the ethic disciplines are meaning of Waqf. And the Waqf of Gontor provided in order to support the community in the term of educations and also constructions and also developing more than 47 cooperatives that all intended to support human capital developments. This is the kind of the cooperative of Waqf business pesantren. And what is the key success, this great success of Darussalam Gontor? The essence of Waqf, the essence of Waqf management in Darussalam Gontor is purely intended for worship to Allah. The people who are engaging in Waqf, that they should intend in themselves, the first pure intention is for worshiping of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I guess if we are discussing about Tawhidic theory, this will be in line, inshallah. And this is really very basic niyah or very basic intention that everything innamal a'malu binniyah, and everything must be based on its niyah. And the Waqf education in Darussalam Gontor is for worshipping. And here there is Waqf Basar or Insan Waqf who possess self-motivation. The person who is involving Darussalam Gontor not only in education, in agriculture, in transportations, in many aspects in Darussalam Gontor are related to their willingness to help, to support Darussalam Gontor. As Pak Rector said, in Darussalam Gontor there is no any remunerations or salary management here, are based on in the term of ihsan. And some of us already mentioned by Waqf Basar, who possess the deepest niyah, the deepest intention to devote himself not only 24 hours but until the death, until the demise of their life. And the cemetery, the tomb already provided in Darussalam Gontor out there. And the kafan already provided for those already devote, signed for their self to Gontor formally, mashallah. Yeah, Allahu Akbar. Yeah. And the self-motivations of people who are living here in Darussalam Gontor in order to do volunteerism and altruism. It's been earned to give. And really, there is no any mindset how to take little bit from, give. Yeah. And this is why Waqf is the ultimate fruit in order to be supporting all of the aspect of life here. And as Ali Imran said, "Lan tanalul birra hatta tunfiqu mimma tuhibbun." The secret of Waqf Darussalam Gontor is giving what they are owns. I mean, not only owned by him, but something more private. You know, the founding fathers of Darussalam Gontor, at the time they are orphanages, and they got the inherited lands, around 1.7 hectares. And you know, in 1958, when Indonesia still in the developed country under colonialism, and they give what they most favorable for them, mashallah. This is the secret of Waqf. And why Gontor really got the inspirations of endowments that, inshallah, behind the secret of this many barakat, inshallah. So in Gontor there is the, we can say, the term barakatology. What you do, inshallah, there is the blessing of God, the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, inshallah, Allahumma amin. Okay, so I have discussed what is supporting Darussalam Gontor, value-based management. Value-based management. This is the basic spirit, the fundamental values in spent activities, including Waqf, sincerity, 24 hours, that the teacher, human Waqf, they allocate their time, unlimited 24 hours. Students come to our house in mid of night. Yeah, we are sincerely to meet him. So, yeah. No salary management, 24 hours education system. Simplicity, all teachers, rector, leaders, staff, managers, employers are not provided with fixed work or human, we can say this is human Waqf. No work system, no numerations, such as such the national remuneration management, self-sufficiency. Gontor very concerned with the welfare for those involved in the task, but it will not provide any reward for it. This practice is related to 24 hours spent for worship. Islamic brotherhood, sincerity and spirit, togetherness, support. Everybody should optimize their potential. Freedom, they have a freedom to set the program, new ideas based on these values. This is the fundamental values of Darussalam Gontor management, not only in the term of education, but in all aspects, economic, and also the Gontor is not involved in political intrigue, but some of our alumni, our graduate who was graduated from this Darussalam Gontor, who was the first time Dr. Keyhaji Khalid, he was the Prime Minister of Indonesia around 1950, 1950s. He came from the massive, the biggest community organization, Nahdlatul Ulama. At the time, he was elected as the Prime Minister, and also some of the ministry also graduated from this institution. They still inculcating, inserting the values of Darussalam Gontor into their mind, not only during their staying here, but also when they are practicing the politics in the community or in our nations. MashaAllah. So this is the Allahu Akbar. I guess if we are related to the Tawhidic paradigm, the values that inspired by the headmaster, our founding fathers, and inculcated, cultivated to all of the students are really very meaningful in order to shape, to frames, or to prepare, to build the human's capital developments. So, no, thank you. No, sorry, this is too, okay. So,
pardon me, Mr. Speaker, we have 5 minutes
oh,
left.
5 minutes, okay, 5 minutes before that. Okay, now, Waqf, human Waqf in Darussalam Gontor is one of the secret of the sustainability of Darussalam Gontor. Why? This is an alternative or innovative model, perhaps could be applied not only in this institution, but also to the broadens area in the term of the state, the term of the global, inshallah, when the people are not really depend on their remuneration, but from their really sincere working and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the people who, there is a type of people who give their life to earn the pleasure of Allah. This is the meaning of the Insadul Waqf. I got the term of Insanul Waqf from the book of Osman Nuri Topsi. Insanul Waqfi ismun utliqa ala kulli man yabdilu malahu wa ruhahu wa kulla ma yumliku fi sabilillahi azza wa jalla. Insan Waqfi, Waqaf Bashar, is the persons who give out all of his wealth, ruh, knowledge, and all owned by them in order to be devoted or donated in the way of Allah. Bisakha, generously. Or the person who dedicate himself in order to do the development of Ummah. This is the meaning of, to us, the meaning of Waqaf, Insanul Waqaf or Waqaf Bashari. And once again, I will talk, this is the last of my speech, okay? And how, there is, three stages of Islamic ethic related to Insan Waqaf. First, we know in our studies there is Islam, Iman, and Ihsan. Firstly, related to the Islam is the kind of reciprocal ethic, demonstrating reciprocity in accordance with the minimum standard of Sharia morality. When the people are assigned to do or to work, to do the duty only 7 hours, so they do only 7 hours. We can say reciprocity because they got salary within 7 hours. So he do the task, he performed the task only in 7 hours. We can say this reciprocal. I mean, only performing the duty or the mandatory work only. But when we are shifting to the tolerance, the people wish to do more than 7 hours, perhaps to work outside of the 7 hours of their work, to do volunteerisms, to help others. We can say this is tolerance. And lastly, about altruistic ethic. Altruistic ethic is who devote himself 24 hours for the developments of people, for the developments of the nation, for the development of the globe. Not only in the term of their knowledge, but in their intellectual, in their spiritual, their money, their life, and even their life on the society. In Darussalam Gontor, there is the very, very, very famous jargon, bondo, bahu, pikir, lek perlu sak nyawani pisan. Please, student, follow me. Bondo, bahu, pikir, lek perlu sak nyawani pisan. This is the jargon of Darussalam Gontor. The people.
That's mean we give our help.
Bondo, it's meant to devote all of the mal. Kulum mayubdilu malahu. The person who donates the wealth, the part of their wealth, owns by him in order to support the community. MashaAllah. Mal, bondo. Bahu is his power. He is the healthy person. So he used his power, his physique to support, to help the needy, the poor, the orphans. MashaAllah. Pikir, intellectual, ruh, in formal or informal occasion, mashallah, lek perlu sak nyawa pisan until the end of their life in order to support the community and for the development of the nation, inshallah. Amin. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Eko. That is a bright explanation of Waqaf Insan of Waqaf Bashari. We can conclude that Waqaf Insan is devoting who who dedicate himself with his wealth, his power, his energy, even his life to welfare of ummah. Okay, I would like to say gratitude also to the audience in the online platform. If there are any questions, you can text me directly. Please, committee, send the text of if any question from the online platform. And we are going to the Q&A sessions. In this session, we have 3 inquiries. First, 2 sessions of Q&A. First session is 2 inquiries of questions, and second session is 2 inquiries of sessions. Is there any questions for these Q&A sessions? Please, raise your hand up. Students, my students, who asked, give me your bank account next. Okay, back, 1. Okay, please. You can ask by mentioning your name, where you come from, and to whom you ask. Please. You can come here, please. Just come here. You can come to the stage over there, please. Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Afdal Fikri, and I'm come from Bogor as a student, Faculty of Economics and Management at Islamic Economic Department. Allow me to ask to Mr. Eko Nur Cahyo, PhD. My question is about, as we know that Gontor is Waqf-based pondok, and so what's the effect of Waqf Bashari in Gontor? So maybe that's something like that. Thank you for the attention.
What is the effect of Waqf Bashari to Gontor? Okay, before we going to the answer, is there any second questions? Okay, please come to here.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself. Sir, my name is Mazida Aidit Makassaro, and I'm the student of International Relations Department. I want to ask about the system of Waqf Bashari. That we know that's the development system of this Waqf Bashari is already it's contained about the tangible and intangible things. But we know how to make this system, it can be influenced to the people around the world. Even they are not Muslim, they can use maybe this system. how we develop this system to become a general system for the world. Even in the Western people, they can use this system like zakah. They are zakah. Maybe we know this example. It is the example of zakah. They are very interested to zakah, the Western people, as I know, because it's fixed the economics problem of the world, because they've had a $500 billion donated in every single word. The meaning is how, but if we ask them, we ask the Western people maybe, they're not knowing about this system, Waqf Bashari, but how we influence the value of this system to the Western people or around the world, because maybe we need to know about it. Okay, that's enough, sir.
Thank you. Brother Mazia,
Yes.
To whom you ask? Dr. Eko or Dr. Suhaim?
To Dr. Eko.
Dr. Eko, okay. Next questions? You want to? Okay. Okay, last question for this session. Please.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Adil Khairunnas from Management. I want to ask how Tawhid can influence the organization behavior to the ethics. Thanks.
Can you repeat your question, please?
The question is how Tawhid can influence the organizational behavior to the ethics.
Okay. How the Tawhidic paradigm can influence the organizational behavior, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Brother Khairunnas. All right. There is a same question actually from Brother Afdal and Mazia that regarding the effect of Waqf Insan. But Brother Afdal asking about what is the effect of Waqf Insan or Waqf Bashari to Gontor itself. Meanwhile, Brother Mazia asking about how this Waqf Insan can be influenced or be known or be used by another organization or all over the world. This question is aim for Dr. Eko. Meanwhile, the question for Prof. Suhaimi is how is Tawhidic paradigm can influence the organizational behavior. Maybe Prof. Suhaim can answer first and then continue by Dr. Eko, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Jazakallah khair to the brother. Sorry, I couldn't catch up your name. Alhamdulillah, as I mentioned, Tawhidic paradigm and organizational behavior. Let me explain. The subject of organizational behavior is in the management studies. In management, if you study management introduction or principle of management, in management there are 4 functions. We have planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. And when we talk about human resource management, it is under organizing. Before human resource management subject, you have to take organizational behavior. Before organizational behavior, you have to take principles of management. So now, when you ask how Tawhidic paradigm influence on organizational behavior, is relate back the term you call organization. Organization has 3 main components. You have purpose, people, and the structure. All right. So Tawhidic paradigms, we talk about the thinking, the feeling, the action. The fikir, okay, and qalbi, qawli, fi'li. Qawli, your saying, qalbi, your heart, and then your fi'li, your action. So normally qawli, fi'li is guided by your fikir. And this Tawhid or Tawhidic paradigm is the thinking that only one. You live in this world, I live in this world, all of you live in this world, you live, you have only one. What is one? Which is worship Allah. The evidence in Surah Al-Zariyat, verse 55, I think they are very popular in IOM. Auzubillah minasyaitonir rajim. Wa ma khalaqtul jins wal ins illa liya'budun. The concept of ubudiyah. Ubudiyah means worship Allah. So Allah mentioned this. Illa liya'budun. Another word that Dr. Eko mentioned very long just now, nothing in our life except to worship Allah. How to worship Allah? We have to do our work. What is our work? Serve Allah. How to serve Allah? Ibadur Rahman. And then Khalifatullah fil ard. No other thing. But we have the distraction. Al-mal wal-banun. You have al-mal, you have banun, you have this, etc. Those are challenges. Those are the challenges. Because ayyukum ahsanu amala. Allah wanted to have the best of you. You have to ignore all this, focus only one. That's why just not to mention your bondo, your bahu, your fikir, just for ubudiyah. Illa liya'budun. So, this illa liya'budun, we have already signed the agreement. Allah mentioned in the Quran, Alastu bi rabbikum? All of us reply, Qalu bala shahidna. All of us, we reply, yes, we agree to be your abid. That's why another thing that's why Rector and Dosen mentioned, day and night you are working, but the popular word mentioned by the scholars, al-fursan fin nahar, al-abid fil lail. In the day, you are very fierce. You like the horse, you like the lion. You work non-stop, no rest. At night, you're crying, you're weeping. You say, Allah, oh Allah, I am nothing. I have nothing, Allah. You are everything. Please, Allah, help me. Because tomorrow I want to work for you, Allah. This is Tawhidic paradigm. In theory. How to put into practice? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the practice, and then the companions of the prophets, tabi' and so forth. So we already have the example. But when you ask, how can we see in the today's world, Eastern or Western, whatever world? That's why some scholars, when they go to the Japanese environment, Western, mashallah, subhanallah, we see Islam over there. If you want to see Tawhidic paradigm in practice, not in Aqidah, you see the Japanese. They work day and night because they want to go for perfection. They call kaizen or itqan in our language. They cannot rest. Every day must be very good. Because they have a Tawhidic paradigm. If you look at their philosophy of kaizen, they are on the Tawhidic paradigm, but they don't mention. They mention about the principle to be continuously improved, al-itqan, because that is our creation. Ahsani taqwim. We are the best creation. We cannot rest from improvement. 100 years, our mashayikh already did the foundation. Now the time for us to continue the torch, the work that left by the founders to continue. They already devoted their time. They already passed away. Allahumma fir lahum warhamhum wa'afiyah wa'anfahum. That now our time to continue. That Prophet ﷺ passed the baton to the Khulafa ar-Rashidin. Ar-Rashidin passed the baton, and now the baton in our hand. So, cannot rest. Because the journey, life is a journey. Minal Mahdi ila Lahdi. Minal Mahdi, from here, inside the womb, until Lah, you will have the cemetery. For your information, IOM also has cemetery. Gate number 3, for your information. If you go to IOM, you enter gate number 1, you pass away gate number 3. Gate number 3 also the entrance that I come in and out to my home. So every day, cemetery. Alhamdulillah, in our cemetery, our mashayikh, The Sheikh of Law, Ahmad Ibrahim, laid there. Muhammad Al-Muhammadi, laid there. Irfan from Arike, laid there. Not sure whether Allah will allow me to lay there. But our first Dean of Law, Professor Razali Nawawi in Bangi, Professor Kamal Hassan in Bangi, because Allah didn't permit them to be laid at our gate at IIHRM, the cemetery. You have cemetery, we also have cemetery, but only different, we don't have the Waqf Bashari. We are the paid. I give the example why we have problem with organizational behavior. What is that? We don't feel satisfied, we are unhappy, we don't want to work together, we just want ourselves to be excellent because the reward only given to those who are excellent. Those who got highest mark got the highest salary. Those who are not doing the job, you got nothing. This create competition, create silo, don't want to share. But Japanese, for example, Toyota, Honda, you see yourself, right? I saw the motorcycle Honda, Toyota car. Why they can sustain? Because they work for that mission to be the best vehicle manufacturer in the world. Toyota, Honda, still today, and Honda's already passed away. But why they are there? Because they install the spirit of that Tawhidic paradigm. So, whatever nation, the fitrah, sunnatullah is the same. Whether you are Muslim, whether you are non-Muslim, because the same covenant, the same misak. Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala shahidna is not just for Muslim. To all human that born in this world, the same agreement. But the only thing, different tawfiq hidayah. Because Allah give different same fikir, same intellect, same feeling, but Allah given different way for them to get the hidayah. Therefore, we got the iman, Islam, we cannot rest. We have to share with others. Remember, give. The upper hand is better than the lower hand, right? In English, upper give. So we have to give da'wah. Da'wah bil hal, da'wah bil fardi, da'wah bil lisan, to give so that Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala shahidna can be shared by all over the world. Then we can have the rahmatan. And I mean, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam wanted to enter into Jannah not alone, not with companions, but with entire humanities. This is our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mission, and we are the continuous al-ulama warasatul anbiya. You people are also ulama because you are students, right? We also student. In Islam, always ikra, student. You call me professor, but I'm student. I'm learning from you. I'm learning from observation. I'm learning from my interaction. Learning is minal mahdi ila lahdi. Ikra, this IOM, mission, doctors all. I am. Ikra bismi rabbikal ladzi khalaq. Khalaqal insana min alaq. These are the things. Ikra, never stop. In order to be tawhidic, ikra. In order to be tawhidic, ikhlas, ubudiyah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahu a'lam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Very inspiring.
Check. Okay. Do you still remember the question, Dr. Eko?
Yes.
Okay. There is a question for Dr. Eko.
What is the effect of?
The effect of Waqf to Gontor, Waqf Insani, and then the second, how is the system of Waqf Bashari can be applied in the entire world?
MashaAllah. Thank you very much. This is excellent questions related to Waqf Bashar, instant Waqf. First of all, I would like to express the deepest gratitude for your very inspiring. Thank you, Prof. Suhaimi. We learn from you as well. First of all, what is the effect of Waqf Bashar to Gontor? Gontor, when it have been established and endorsed from the Ummah, the sustainability of this institution is very vulnerable. vulnerable from the risk in the term of the sustainability and the continuity of this educational institution. So, one of the innovative, inspired way of the founding fathers of Darussalam Gontor to prepare such the very well qualified Waqf Bashari in order to preserve the sustainability of these institutions. Not only in the term of education, but also in the system. The system, the values, organizations, supervisions, managements must be preserved, and who will be ready to preserve such this kind of the inherited, meaningful and valuable values? Who want to devote 24 hours, who want to devote not only for coming from their room, but also the cemetery. So, the Waqf Bashari or Insan Waqf, who totally devote their self, their life, their worlds, their intellectual, their spiritual, to preserve the sustainability of these institutions. Yes, to prepare more qualified Waqf Basar, Insan Waqf really needs humans' development in the term of their intellectual, their spiritual, as well as physical and also psychological, and also supporting them in the term of the financial, but not in the meaning of the remunerations, by guiding them in educations, more workshop, trainings. In Gontor, in Darussalam Gontor, Waqf Basar or Insan Waqf not only given the facilities in the term of education, but also they given the assignment or appointments that they must be able to perform, to do well all of the assignment based on the standard operational of Gontor. So this is the kind of the test, the kind of the, exam, or the kind of totally life. All the Waqf Basar will be given such as kind of the test, not only in the term of the formal education, but also informal, how they are living, how they are managing all of the organization, or for example, or the committee. Coming to, I would like to trace back for the establishment of around perhaps 100 or 200 years ago, when before Darussalam Gontor established, we have at Kalsari boarding school, pesantren close to Gontor. This is many prominent figure of the Kalsari graduates became the permanent leaders of Indonesia. But unfortunately, this institution, Islamic institutions, was not sustained till now, and now become the, I guess, only inherited mosque and also the small madrasa. What is the importance, or what is the essential cause of decline of this institution? Because they don't prepare the qualified cadre or qualified generations, or more qualified human capital, who are totally devote their life, their wealth, their knowledge to support this institution, the Galsari. So, learning from such this, misery or something we can say unfortunate happened with the Galsari, Darussalam Gontor learns how to prepare the successors of the founding fathers to preserve the continuity, the sustainability, all of the aspect of life of Darussalam Gontor through preparing such the Waqf people, or instant Waqf, the cadre or instant Waqf who are being tested in 4 criteria: PDLT, prestasi, dedikasi, loyalty, and tanpa cacat. We can say prestasi, the achievement. Human Waqf in Darussalam Gontor may in their life, not only in education, but all of aspect related to intellectual development, spiritual, physical, and related to the education. Because in the term of Darussalam Gontor, what they are learning, seeing, experiencing is educations. Yeah. So first, the cadre or Waqf Bashar who wish to help Gontor must be having such as this kind of achievement. The dedication, who dedicate their life totally to Darussalam Gontor. And until there is the saying, yeah, such me, I have 2 wives. To be honest, I have 2 wives. The first wife, if Gontor, the second wife is my wife in the house. When the first wife call me, I will leave my second wife. This is we can dedicate ourselves. I'm sorry, this is not the real wife. Yeah, how dedicate themselves. I mean, in the term when the people who, when the matters of institutions invite us or call us must be must be prioritized than the family matters. This is really this is very very tough and difficult. Yeah, in the term of prioritizing all of the assignments, dedication, loyalty, loyal to the headmaster, loyal to the founding fathers, loyal to the system, loyal to the values. How could the Waqf Bashar in San Waqf could continue or could carry out or carry on all of the assignment if they don't be loyal persons? I mean, not only loyal to the leaders, the chairman, the president of university, but also loyal to the system. Yeah. Not only for me, also the family, also for the children, also for our environment that we are living. And lastly, tanpa cacat, it means we don't have any, black notes or something, red notes about ourselves, about the human character. So, when you are questioned what is the effect of Waqf Bashar to Gontor, yes, the very basic and fundamental effect of Waqf Bashar on the Waqf of Darussalam Gontor in order to be the successor all of the Waqf that inherited to the Ummah. Not only the tangible asset, not only the seen asset, yeah, buildings, mosques and everything, but also the system. And the persons who is chosen or appointed or assigned as the Waqf Bashar must preserve all of this kind of the values. Yeah. And how to develop or to introduce Waqf Bashar in the global, on the Western. This is very big challenges. Yeah. I myself, one of my finding research, my PhD is, novelty of my research is based on this Waqf, instant Waqf, and how I explain to the professor in the Western, it is really very difficult. Yeah. But again, in the term of concept, we can discuss with them. Yeah, we can relate perhaps, for example, in the term of altruisms, voluntarisms, but it is more than voluntarism or altruisms. They are only giving their times, their wealth, perhaps, and their capability for the people, for helping people. But Waqf Basar here more, or Insan Waqf more than this one. Their ruh, their life, and also their all totality of their life to be devoted for the sake of Allah, yeah, in the principle of worship, and more than, I guess 24 hours dedications provided for the ummah. And to do da'wah in to spread out this term, this concept in the Western people, in the Westerns, I guess must be starting by conducting such this conference, for example, and also manuscript in the term of journal, in the concept. But yes, this is the concept is very tough, or perhaps it is still very rare, and according to them, this is unusual. Yeah. I discussed with the professor in Leeds University the concept of Waqf Bashar in some Waqf. This is unusual, and still they are knowing that this is very new. The novelty, there is the new concept. But when we discuss about the history of Islam, who is Rijalul Waqfi? Who is Rijalul Waqfi? 24 hours, their life, their wealth, their family, honest, already given by example by our Prophet Muhammad SAW, companions, Sahaba, and Tabi'in. They were Rijalul Waqfi. They are the Yad of Waqf. They give all of their life, their wealth, their knowledge, their religions to be dedicated for Ummah. Yeah. So we can combine explanations about the historical life of Prophet Muhammad SAW, and also companions, and also Tabi'in in the term of how they are conducting Waqf Bashar, how Uthman bin Affan, being the richest Muslim at the time, and he gave all part of the wealth for the Ummah, for the society. So we can say they are Waqf Bashar. Yeah. Not only giving all of the some of their donate their wealth, but also they donate their life for Ummah. The discourse how to publicly introduce about Waqf Bashar to the Western people or from the globe. This is one of the challenges, and we need to more discuss and also observe, conducting observation. So therefore, we are here with you, Professor, and also researcher from ICIHRM. We could discuss, and also our researcher from us, Ustaz Rahmat, and so forth. We are discussing how to implement Waqf Bashar or Waqf Insan Waqf in the globes. And when I discussed with the researcher from Turkey, why Ottoman Empire, Ottoman kingdoms could sustain perhaps more than 500 years and manage half of the world. One of the secret of success of Ottoman, they create Insan Waqfi, who totally devote their life, their wealth, their intelligence, their intellect, the spiritual life for the Ottoman Empire at that time. So again, we are here, and in Darussalam Gontor, I want to question you for student of Darussalam Gontor. Are you ready to devote your bondo for the Ummah? Are you ready? Your bondo, your bahu, your fikir, and also your life. Are you ready to do that? Inshallah. Allahu Akbar. Thank you.
Prof. Suhaim, maybe want to give some response from your answer. Please, Prof. Suhaim.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. I just want to respond on the question on global Waqf. You want to say you want to promote to the non-Muslim, but I would like to, in the modern organization, modern world, actually they already practice the Waqf. If you go to the top university in the US, in Europe, all Waqf based. Like Harvard University is Waqf based. Kellogg University Waqf based. Pennsylvania University Waqf based. Waqf by whom? The alumni. The strength of Harvard University Waqf alumni, when they became successful in their field, not even successful, anything they do, even they work as a janitor, they give their money to the alma mater. The big corporation, they give more. The speed of giving by Harvard University, by even Oxford in the UK and other, because they actually inherited from the Muslim Waqf civilization. Because when Andalusia, the Khalif Osman went to the all three-thirds of the world, they came, they are not colonizers, they are not colonized, but they said you can continue as your life. Now we introduce you the Waqf. Waqf property, Waqf man, and also the Waqf, because the Muslim that went to all over the world, they are not paid. They live like our doctor mentioned. When they call, let's go for the jihad, they left, just married, no? Left wife and went for jihad. Go to Andalusia, left family at home. But of course, left taken care by others, no? Not left unattended. Attended by the people at home, by the companion at home who cannot go. Because this, the one that went for jihad, the best. Because, like the Caliph, before sending the ambassadors, the representative of the Muslim, they chosen the best among them. So the not so best, or the backbenchers, will stay at home to take care of the families. So the best, they went to Andalusia, Gibraltar, and then they burned the ship because focus, you cannot go back. Whatever happened, you have to go and spread the message of Islam. And these people came without any salary. The Waqf Insani. You know the youngest admiral, the youngest general that went for this Andalusia? 18 years old, you know the name? No. This is the youngest general in Islamic civilization, 18 years old. No? 18 years old. Why? In terms of age, 18 years old. But why he became general? Because his qualities are the highest percentage compared to the rest, even they are still already old. But because he's got this merit of highest Tawhidic merit. When they with the highest Waqf Bashari compared to the rest. And then the Western study this, emulate this, and they establish the university, Oxford, Cambridge, and then the Japanese also continue the Waqf Bashari at the university. So you want to teach the non-Muslim about Waqf Bashari, they already practiced long time ago. Now it is not for us to teach them, but work with them to enhance with the spirituality. So they so recognize, they became successful, like Harvard University, they became successful, they produced best people in the world, but they became destructive. They brought down Enron Corporation, the biggest corporation in the US, by the alumni of Harvard University. So their professor realized, we produce so many excellent graduates, but they bring down the world. They became the agent of destruction. So now they realize what is missing in their tarbiyah, in the education, is the values, the purpose. The Tawhidic is missing. Why you question? Why you exist? The purpose. Why you are here? Are you here just to enjoy the property, the wealth? No. If you are here to serve, and to serve, you act differently. Because the founders of Harvard University, Cambridge, Oxford, etc., their purpose is not to make you rich, but to make you the best humans for the world. But later on, distorted by what? By the materialism, by the hedonism, wanted to be superior, wanted to be known, wanted to be popular. But that is not the lesson that the founders taught them. They taught them, we have to educate, tarbiyah them with to be the best people. Ayyukum ahsanu taqwim, the best human. Ayyukum ahsanu amala, the best human. That is the foundation. Because we studied their foundation. But why now they distorted? Because material comes in. Similarly to the Muslim civilization, the moment al-mal wal-banun came in, material becoming objective, they distorted the value. It's not about Muslim, non-Muslim. But if you don't follow the Sunnatullah, you will get the destruction. Right? We don't have to teach them, they already practice. But now we have to teach them back. Because they already forgotten the original values of those waqaf, that they waqaf bashari, waqaf mal, etc. But now we have to work together with them. They know about waqaf, they practice, but they call different term, endowment and so forth. But even now themselves are questioning, who is this guy? You put the statue of this guy. Who is this guy? This guy, the founder of Cambridge Oxford. Why you charge us a lot of fee? This guy didn't want this to happen. Because the management of the university turned into whim and fancy, money, etc. They're forgotten. That's why, the people, because our former rector, Tan Sezo, show, this statue being vandalized by the student. Because you charge us a lot of fee, but we learn history about Oxford, Cambridge, not for that. Not for the high fee, but for to do human better being. But again, what happened? Because the rector shared with us this morning, to ensure the continuity of Gontor, rector mentioned, we need to make sure the people who manage this institution must have the same purpose, which is to serve the ummah, serve, give, to the best, to produce the best and the best. Wallahu alam. This is my combination of all you and my own reading. Wallahu alam.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
we would like to continue to the increase of Q&A session. There is two questions that being asked in the online platform. First is, what the challenge faced by the company in applying Tawhid to the employee for Prof. Suhaimi, and then for Dr. Eko, how can Waqf Bashari concept be integrated into development of human capital in Islamic higher educations? That is two questions from online platform. Please respond.
I think I repeat what I have elaborated just now. Again, when come to company, because I already, I used to teach business ethics for 10 years. Now continue by my colleagues. 10 years with my Sifu, Sir Yusuf Ismail. We taught this for 10 years, 1 decade. And we realized one thing that companies missing is the ethics, the values. What are the values? Values in terms of purpose. Why you work? Why you establish this company? Why you sell your products? Why do you want to make profit? What kind of people that you employ? And then you just employees to produce products. In ethics, in order for a company to be ethical in the sense they have responsibility. To make sure you have one more, the corporate, the Western world now crying, the social responsibility. So your products, what is the purpose of your product? You produce this product what for? That's why people produce junk food. Junk food is for what? Is it food or for what? Junk, right? The name junk already. Junk is not food. So what happened now to the food industry? They don't produce food, they produce junk. They produce chemical. Even nowadays, the activists you people fake bananas, fake vegetables. Why? Because if you to go to your farm, you have to sweat. I saw this morning, farmers already went out, sweating to do the paddy field, to plant banana, but you don't want this. Very expensive, exposed to weather, etc. Go to the lab, produce fake vegetable, produce fake bananas. What happened when we consume fake? We became fake also. What you are what you ate. You are whatever you are because of your food. Companies teach us fast food. Don't go for slow food, no. Go for fast, easy. What call drive-through, carry. This company thought now, and another value say, no, do not sell junk food to people. What? Sell food. Food came from farmers. Don't use chemical. Don't use the chemical that can destroy the water. So now the world having problem with water supply. Water is problem. So at the end, chemical to destroy human. Chemical destroy us, destroy the human, destroy also the nature, etc. Now we have problem. 2015, the global met at United Nations. We need to have SDG. I think you heard this, right? Sustainable development goal. After you done all the problem, now you have to make tawbah. Okay, still not too late, make tawbah. That's why we need to do circular economy, recycle, don't waste, etc. Good, still. But you need to do more of this. Congratulations to Indonesia, still focused on the real food, not the fast food, not the fake food. Allahu Akbar, still very good. But what I see, in one people to company to be ethical, etc., to Tawhidic, you cannot run away from tarbiyah. So the first thing first, give awareness. All this problem, give awareness. So how to solve? Number 2, tarbiyah, education. Tarbiyah alone not enough. You have to go to number 3, reinforcement. You have to make it happen into amalan, into amal soleh, into real practice. And number 4, the enforcement. People, you are so stubborn, don't want to listen, smack you. Smack you. No, must be the last one. Tarbiyah. Our doctor mentioned about caderization. Cadre, you need to prepare the next generation to continue the baton. Who, because people here might be going to Lahdi. So I already passed my baton to the younger one. Alhamdulillah, when anytime Allah call me to the Lahdi, my successor here, Dr. Yaya, Dr. this, all this, I already passed my baton. My baton to Indonesia, my baton to Syria, Algeria, to India, to UK, etc. I passed my batons because we have 99 nations in ICIHRM. So I passed my baton through my classes for 24 years. That one my effort. That's why, Tarbiyah has to be continued and at the same time pass the baton and make sure the person holding the baton can continue. This is also the management. The founders, to make sure the successor hold the same values, you have to train them, coach them, give them, guide them, handhold, see them practice, aspirates until our reclamation. When people already good, Alhamdulillah, you can pass away with rahmah of Allah and may becoming jariyah. That's why we have to give. So that people listen here, you listen here in the virtual, don't stop here. Baligh walau ayah. So that's why we have the Prophet attribute of 4, right? In ICIHRM we call FAST, fast. First, Fotona. A, Amana. S, Siddiq. T, Tabligh. So please widespread so that the Jariyah can be multiple. This is also part of Waqf Bashari also to continue the Jariyah because we want to, because our purpose to go back to Allah. Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala syahidna. Yes, go back to Allah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. What you want to present to Allah? Allah said you stand alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala syahidna. So what is your evidence? Evidence-based education. Wallahu alam.
Thank you for your really excellent, Prof. Abdul Akbar. Before the closing of this program, I would like to little bit providing some additional informations in the term of the Western people actually should be thankful to Islam, as Islam gave them very important things in the term of sustainability and wisdom of Waqf. I got the article that in the crusade, when the Western they lost in the war, I guess that around 1270s, something like that, that the Western's troop was, particularly in the British, they got defeated by Islam at the time. But in the term of the war, the Petas, they lost from Muslim troop. But things that they got from the Crusade War in Jerusalem, they learned how Muslims people do Waqf, do help others without any salary, providing food, and also how to integrate the university with the pesantren system. That this, where student living in the dormitory 24 hours, guided by the managers, the lecturers, learning together, and also the system and educations of Islamic teaching, and also the values, ethical values inculcated to them, and they should practice with this all of the kind of the Islamic ethic, Islamic morality, and Islamic values. And I guess in my perspective, Waqf Basari or Waqf, external Waqf, must be promoted by exemplifying, giving the good example, when the people who has the character such a Waqf Basari, they must able to give the best role model in the term of in educations, in their life, character, and also in their daily life. And also the good character related to the Waqf Basari could be habitualized. I mean, the student in the higher educations should practice based on should practice their organization, their managements, their educations based on Islamic teaching, or we can say related to Islamic Tawhidic. And it must be guided, must be supervised, evaluate in the term of the application and also implementations of Waqf Basari. I guess Waqf Basari in Darussalam Gontor could be two kinds, formal and informal. Formal, that the person who wishes to be Waqf or cadre of Darussalam Gontor, there is we can say the contract, signing the contract as the cadre, and of course there is the right, and also there is the mandatory, what must we do, right, and mandatory. And informal one is the people who are really independently devote their life or devote their knowledge for the development of the institution. I guess this is for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Eko and Prof. Suhaimi. I guess we have limited time today, and I would like to conclude our conference discussion here. Tawhidic paradigms in organizational behavior is aim for the creations of human in worshipping in this world, and Waqf Basari itself is practicing it by serve to the ummah with self orientation indeed, also for worship to Allah. That's why we cannot use the term take and give, but we can use the term to give, and to give. Thank you, and return to the Master of Ceremony. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thanks to the distinguished speakers, Professor Suhaimi Muhammad Sarif, and also Dr. Eko Nur Cahyo, and Dr. Adib as the moderator in this agenda. And all respected audiences, on behalf of the committee, we would like to extend our gratitude and appreciation to all of audiences for your support and attention. Our big apologies for any mistake and inconvenience during this session. We hope this seminar is beneficial for us and give a better insight and understanding regarding Islamic human resources management. Ladies and gentlemen, let's close our agenda by reciting Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin and dua kafaratul majlis. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaika. And the information is that all of the audiences, you may take the lunch after this in front of the meeting hall. Thank you.